Welcome back to Odds of War. Today we have a game of Kill Team for you here. It's the Cult of the Fanged Shadow, Genestealer Cults versus
the Mandrake Boys. They're just an a cappella group.
Yeah. Or it's like the what is it, the oh gosh, I'm blanking now. They're in the General Lee, the Duke Boys, the Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard, yeah.
What will those Mandrake Boys get up to next?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's Recover Intelligence.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
It's Emergence Day for the Cult of the Fanged Shadow. While they're busy swarming the surface, vile Drukhari have assaulted their base. A kill team led by Yor Kraus has been dispatched to recover the intelligence under threat from the Mandrakes. Who will come out on top? Find out today on Odds of War.
All right, so these are our lists here for this game today of Kill Team Drukhari versus Genestealer Cults. We'll just run through the lists here and give our predictions. For the Genestealer Cults, the Cults of the Fanged Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Twisted Helix is our cult creed today, so that's a +1 strength across the board, and then a +2 to advance rolls, so we're a little faster.
Nice.
And a little stronger. The leader, as always, is the intrepid Yor Kraus here with his bolt, pistol, and power pick. We've got the Anvil here as our combat specialist. He's bringing a power hammer today.
Okay.
So super strong hammer there. And of course, he's got his Rending claw as always.
What's the breakdown on the power hammer? Is
the power hammer,
the ×2?
It's the ×2 strength. It's like -3 or 4 AP, and it's like damage D6.
Nice.
But it's a -1 to hit.
Okay.
So I probably will be using his Rending Claw instead, because you'll have that. But in the event that I get to feel cheeky, I might.
He just carry around this big hammer, and then he walks up to the Mandrakes, just drops it, and then just starts hitting them with his claws.
Yeah. I think it could be really hilarious if I want to super play the numbers. You can do a tactic that gives him D3 extra attacks.
For the Rending claws?
For the hammer.
Oh, okay.
So it's
That's
called
cool.
Frenzied Hammering. It's a D3 extra attacks, but then you do another -1 to hit. So he'd only be hitting on 6s, but then he'd have 3 plus D3 attacks.
Literally just breakdancing on the ground with the hammer.
Yeah. It's the if you remember The Matrix, I think it's the second one where he's fighting all the Agent Smiths, and he just rips the signpost out of the ground and slam. So that's what he's doing. He's just then we've got a Zealot, Acolyte fighter here with the heavy rock saw, which the heavy rock saw is pretty tasty.
Is that the one that instant kills, or the one that keeps dealing mortals?
It's neither of those.
Oh,
it's just a flat. It's ×2, and then it's like AP -2 or 3, and then it's like flat 2 damage. So it's just and no minus to hit. So it's just super consistent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then we have a Demolitions Neophyte with a flamer.
Yeah.
Which he'll be I think a linchpin for fighting this.
Yeah, he's scary.
Yeah, and then down into non-specialists, we've got a Metamorph.
Okay.
With Cult Icon.
Yep.
So he'll let me reroll 1s to hit around him. And he'll get spicy too, because he's got a Metamorph Talon and a Rending Claw. Now the Rending Claw, because you have invulns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Rending Claw won't be too much, but the Metamorph Talon gives him a +1 to hit.
Okay.
So that's really nice.
Yeah, it cancels out the minus.
That'll cancel that out. So he'll be back to hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So I think he'll be a crucial part of my melee plan as well.
Definitely. We've
got 2 autogun mooks there and a heavy stubber mook.
Okay.
They're going to be hopefully sitting near my back zone and just kind of
popping shots
off. We'll see. They probably are not going to hit anything the whole game, but if they hold an objective,
is that a wager? We gotta have a counter of how many times they hit.
Yeah, you know the funny thing is when I play orcs and I play like shooting orcs, I'm just hitting on 6s all the time anyway. That's what these guys are doing.
Yeah.
And for some reason with orcs, I'm like, oh, hitting on 6s, no problem.
Yeah.
But then with these guys, I'm like, hitting on 6s, ooh, I don't know.
Well, you get the DACA.
Yeah.
So that's at least sweetens the deal. These guys, it's like you just miss.
Yeah. Now these guys, this is the true fun part of the build for me.
Yeah.
Is I've got 2 Acolyte fighters here with the Demolition charges.
Yeah.
Longtime viewers of the channel know that I often run 1 Demolition charge, but I've built up and painted another one. So we've got 2 this time. So hopefully this time they'll at least, you know, one of them. I got double the number this time. So if one just dies,
one has to do something.
One's got to throw it.
Right.
So that's them. That's Cult of the Fanged Shadow there.
Yes, yeah.
And then we've got potentially another super meme build here.
Oh, yeah. Well, so, I mean, we had talked about this in the video a long time ago about how funny an all Mandrakes list would be.
Right,
so,
that's our Drukhari faction focus video.
Yep. Yeah. So I just went ahead and pulled the trigger and did it. So this is 8 Mandrakes. There's the leader there in the front. He's a Night Fiend. And the Mandrakes, like most Eldar and Dark Eldar models, they're just very out of date. So these are a mix of the old metal models and then some of the Forge World models as well.
Yeah, so you got a little metal, you got a little resin.
Yeah. So, you know, there's not many dynamic poses for them. So I tried to get creative just to figure out who was who. So the guy with the hook with the black rimmed base, that's the leader. He's a Night Fiend. The big difference with him is I think he gets an extra attack and an extra leadership.
Yeah.
And then the 3 specialists in the back, the one on the left there is going to be the combat specialist. Okay. So just an extra attack for him. The one in the middle is the veteran. So he's another Night Fiend model. So, you know, obviously he would be the most experienced beyond the leader. That's my justification. And then the other guy on the right there is the Zealot, right? Or did I say, I don't even remember what I called the first one. I'm going to put this little green chip next to the Zealot so we all remember which one is which.
Yeah, so no chip,
combat
chip,
Zealot. Yeah.
All right.
So that's them. And then the back 4 is just the standard Mandrakes, which are all still really good. These guys are all the blades for hire, so they don't get any of the obsessions or anything like that. Or combat drugs or anything. So they won't have any extra traits, but the stuff that base Mandrakes get is good. And always on -1 and shooting and fighting, a 5-up invuln all the time, and then you know, the power from pain table they still benefit from.
Right. And then these guys also their shooting.
Yes.
The mortal wounds.
Yeah. So the Bale Blast is 18-inch assault 2, strength 4 -1 AP, 1 damage, and then wound rolls a 6 to immortal in addition.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that's nice. And then there are no slouches in combat either. They're strength 4, so it's their Glimmer Steel Blade is a strength user. AP -1, and they've got I think 3 attacks base.
Yeah, that's pretty
already.
Nice.
So they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Just out of the box. So I don't think they need the obsessions or anything to help them out.
Yeah. The mission we're playing is Vital Intelligence, so that's a progressive scoring mission, just straight out of the core rulebook. So just predictions for the game. I think just on body count, I have the edge in the mission as far as like scoring for the early game, because I'll be able to, especially with my +2 to my advance, I should be able to hopefully at least bully you with these guys off of the center objective.
Yeah.
So I think I have the early game advantage, but if I don't play smart and like mitigate what you can attack, then I think you have the long game edge.
Yeah.
Because of the -1 to hit, the better sort of toughness and everything like that. So I think early game I could jump ahead in points, but I might late game fall behind if I don't play conservative. So if I just try to like blow it out, then I think that's like a loss for me. So I got to remember to play conservative, which is not really what the cults want to do, I think.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little tough as far as that goes, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Any big predictions for you?
Yeah. So I think, you know, end of the day, there's still T3 bodies with 1 wound, all of them. So I will have to play a little bit conservatively too. I think I think have a bit more of a ranged advantage with all my guns being an assault.
Oh, these guys are T3.
T3, yeah.
Oh, I thought they were T4.
They're strength 4.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that actually gets really spicy then, because that means that my Neophytes I thought were going to be wounding on 4s because I thought you were toughness 4, and then that would take me from strength 3 to strength 4.
Yeah.
But if you're only T3, that's actually huge here, because then that means that someone like Ural Kraus and even just like these guys here are going to end up be winning on 3s. So that's actually that's really nice.
Yeah, so they're all fairly fragile. Again, kind of the true Eldar way is just relying on the negative modifiers to hit them, and then always having a save with the invuln, and then the occasional power from pain 6 up if I get lucky with those. So I think I'll have to be a little bit cagey too, and choose the engagements at the right time to come out on top.
Yeah. Okay. Great. We're going to get the mission set up, and we will be right back. So here we are. We are all deployed here. Genestealer Cults on a wide front here, and the Mandrake's a bit more conservative. The mission is recover intelligence, so we have 5 objectives across the board here. At the end of each battle round, we'll score for the objectives we control. 1 point for the objectives nearby your deployment zone. 2 points for the objectives across from your deployment. 3 points for the middle objective. So the Genestealer Cults here hoping to capitalize on that middle objective quick and fast. So with that being said, you've seen the lists now. We're all deployed here. The only thing to go over in the scouting phase, Mandrake team chose to disarm traps.
Yep, I was expecting traps.
Yep, which was nice for me because I chose to take forward positions. So that means that I do get to move with 20% of my army. And I have 3. Oh yeah, if you hear any noise in the background, we've got the windows open because of COVID, and also because it's a beautiful day. So there's a siren in the background. Obviously, that's the siren of the Cult of the Fang Shadow going to war.
It's Emergence Day, baby.
Right. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, it's like Emergence Day, and they're like, woo! They're just like bringing up the air raid horns. So 3, 6, 9, 10. So 20% of my force is 2 guys.
Yep.
So and they get to, if I remember, it's either they move 6 inches or they take a normal move. It doesn't really matter because their move is 6 anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take these 2 guys and move them up. So that's what we're looking like after our take forward positions. If we can bully off this middle objective quick, that'll be good. Now, the other thing to do before the first battle round here is actually do my cult ambush. So on a 5 up for each model, they'll get to move again. So let's see, does autogun guy get to move? No. Does the next autogun guy get to move? No. How about demo charge 1? No. Demo charge 2? No. Cult icon? No. Flamer? No. Ural Kraus? No. No. And then here we go.
The important ones.
No. And
Big Beefy.
No. Okay, wow. So, cult ambush. That's the Genestealer Cults special rule, everyone. That's what you get for playing Genestealer Cults. Thank God I chose to take forward positions. Holy cow. Out of 10 die rolls, not a single 5 up.
Yeah, you would expect, at least
a single one there. Yeah. So that's it. We are ready to go into the first battle round. With that, we will do initiative phase here just to see. I think it's.
It is 2. I think you're right. Yeah. So 6. It's been a while.
Okay, so I do get initiative at least, which is nice.
Yeah.
So we'll take our moves and we'll be right back. Okay, so before Genestealer Cults take their move, decisive move is being activated by the Drukhari here. So this guy is charging. So I can react here. I'm not going to retreat with either model because I want to stay on that objective. But I am within 6 inches here, so I'm just going to throw a blasting charge.
Yeah.
So D6 shots here for 2 shots, and then 6s because it's Overwatch. No. Okay, that's fine.
So we measured out, so it's going to be a 5-inch charge. So let's see it.
Right out. That's a 3.
That's a 3.
That's a fail. Would you like to spend another CP for a reroll?
Yes, I think I will.
Okay.
So that'll be my
that's your CP
last
for
one.
the round. Which you
get
get
the 7.
Will do it. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So we'll move him in, and we'll move around with our Genestealer Cults. All right, round 1 movement phase is over. The Genestealer Cults have blasted out of the deployment zone here. We've got our 2 auto gun guys. They both advanced here. We've got one controlling the objective and one just out here. Their goal was just to get out of line of sight using this big piece of terrain. Our 2 demolition charges guys both advanced up this way, same thing. These guys had just stayed in combat because of that decisive move. And then we've got our icon bearer there. He charged in, so that'll be good there. Our heavy stubber gentleman just moved over here to hold this objective, and Ural Kraus and our demolition flamer both advanced up this way. For the Drukhari, we had.
So we were just laughing off camera because we both started the pregame like little preamble saying like we were going to be a little conservative with things, and then we're just like threw caution to the wind and charged the center board. So this guy made a charge over here. He's going to attack. This is the Zealot here. He's going to attack the one of the demo guys through the wall.
Yeah. So for those of you, it's kind of tough to see, but he's within an inch here. So they're within combat range there through the wall. I could have potentially used, I think it's called like Unnatural Senses or something to do Overwatch, but it was a 7-inch charge, so I wouldn't have gotten to throw the demolition charge. Anyway. But this is exactly why I brought 2, because now he'll probably die, but then if he lives and can throw the demolition charge next turn, it'll be big.
There you go. So that's what he did. This pocket over here, so this was the decisive move guy, so he charged in. We already kind of saw that.
Yeah, and you did spend the CP there.
So I have no CP.
Right. I had to spend a CP reroll for my charge here, so I'm down to 1 CP as far as that goes.
This guy attempted to charge, but just rolled short. He needed a 5, he rolled a 4, so he kind of just moved up behind this little gantry here. And then this guy needed like a 6, and he got like a 9. So he's in with just the icon bearer.
Right.
Over on this side, it was a bit more of just a kind of repositioning to get some shots off potentially. The leader moved behind this little set of crates. This guy moved over here to kind of take this objective. The veteran moved up behind this open building here, and then this combat specialist moved behind the barrels. Yeah,
so that is that's the movement phase done there. So we do move into the shooting phase. Now there's not going to be anything shooting into all of this because of combat. This pocket over here advanced, so there's no shooting here. And then your guy just tucked behind here. He's in combat. So the only real shooting to do is going to be my heavy stubber here. And then I think
the leader will be able to draw bead on the demo guy.
Yeah, can shoot at the demo guy.
And I think that might be it, honestly.
And I think so too. So I'm just going to check my line of sight.
I think the veteran will probably be able to get a long bomb shot because it is range 18. I think you might be able to get a long bomb shot on one of those guys.
So let me just look at. I think my only target. So my only target here with the heavy stubber is going to be across the way here to this open guy. It will be hitting on 6s because I moved. You're obscured, and you have a natural -1. So, but the heavy stubber is 3 shots.
3 shots.
So we're starting with me because, of course, I won the initiative roll. So 6s.
Hey,
we do get 1, and it is strength 4, so it's 3s to wound. Hey, we get the wound.
5 up.
No, interesting.
No.
Okay, wow. Injury roll.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay. Heavy stubber
coming out.
So also again, same thing. We said the heavy stubber probably wasn't going to hit anything all game.
Sniper.
But there you go. Yeah.
Let me keep this block here.
Yeah.
That's what that guy gets for failing a 5-inch charge.
Yes.
Just gets a heavy stubber to the face.
So and then I'm definitely outside of 8 inches from your leader with that guy, if I'm correct. Yeah. So way out. So that's all the Genestealer Cult shooting. So you've got your leader here and your one guy who can draw a bead over this way.
Yes, let me just check it is 18, so I think he should be
easy.
Okay. But he'll be obscured from this, so that'll be -2, so he'll be hitting on 5s with the Veil Blast, but 2 shots.
No hits. Okay.
And then we'll go over to the leader.
Here.
Now I think this will be long range 2, unless I could get within 9. Yeah. So long range, but not obscured.
Not obscured.
Yeah.
From even a little bit from.
He would be obscured.
Okay.
So 5s again.
Does get 1 hit. Okay.
And then strength 4, so 3.
3s.
Got a wound.
Yes, and then it'll be a 6-up save here.
Yeah,
because it's a -1, which I do not make. Injury roll. You just respond
Trade
in
for
kind.
trade.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Bam.
Alrighty.
And I wanted that flamer to do something, but he won't be doing anything today.
Okay.
So that's shooting phase donezo.
Yeah.
So we do go right on into the fight phase here. We do have a big old combat here.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to start off with my cult icon guy. Of course, he is a metamorph, so he's got 3 attacks.
Okay.
And I think what I want to do is I have a CP for it's a Genestealer Cult tactic specifically for metamorphs. Let's see if I can find it.
It's like more attacks or something.
It's like a +1 to wound.
Okay. Okay.
There it is. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We got Toxin Gland. Toxin Gland, Hybrid Metamorph, +1 to wound for Rending Claw or Metamorph Talon.
Okay.
So I'll be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s with my Metamorph Talon because weapon skill 3, -1 for you, but +1 for the Metamorph Talon because you get +1 to hit there.
Okay.
So 3s and then re-rolling 1s to hit.
Yep. Nice,
okay,
nice,
good.
nice.
And then now I am strength 4, normally 5 for Twisted Helix, so 3s to wound, but then +1 to wound, so 2s to wound here.
Nice.
There you go,
Triple
3
wounds.
wounds.
All right. Let's see some 5s.
No. Damage 1 though, so you do get your power from pain.
Do I just roll the 1? Is that how that works, or do I roll 3?
Well, you can roll all 3 technically.
Yeah. So 666, no.
Yeah. Okay. So then it's just damage 1. So injury roll.
4. Okay.
That is an out of action there. This was going into the guy who charged these. I should have clarified that, but that was going into.
It doesn't matter that he's next to a dude. That doesn't affect it, right?
No, because
it's been a while.
Because I charged him. Yeah.
Okay.
No. The injury roll would be if you already had like a flesh wound, or if there was a piece of terrain obscuring
so he's
us.
dead.
Yeah. So he's gone.
Okay.
And then it's just your strike back with your
that dude.
Mandrake into.
All right, into the icon bearer.
Yeah.
So 3s. 3 hits.
Ooh, good hitting.
Alrighty, and then
it's just going to be trade for trade. It looks like
strength 4,
toughness 3.
3. All right, 3s.
It looks like it's going to be trade. Any AP on your
-1.
-1.
Yeah.
6s. Oh, we make 2, but I don't have a CP to reroll that last one.
Injury.
It
4.
is just going to be trade for trade. So there we go. That's it. Now you can. My icon bearer couldn't consolidate or anything like that because I was already base to base here. But you could consolidate in if you want. But
do not want to let them get a free swing.
Yeah, that would just be some free swings for me. So that's actually it then for the fight phase. Round 1 coming off at a blistering pace here.
This guy.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, Zealot.
Sorry. I just want my demo charge guy to live.
He just wanted to live. So he has 3 attacks base, 4 for the charge for being a Zealot.
Gross.
Strength 4 goes to strength 5. That doesn't matter too much though.
Yeah.
So that's 4 attacks hitting on 3. And
okay.
2 hits.
2 hits so far.
And then 3s.
3s to wound here.
Nice.
Oh, huge. Okay,
Very
so now he's an Acolyte fighter, so he's got 2 attacks.
Okay.
So he'll hit on
that
3s.
wall coming in handy there.
Yeah.
It's just
no. So hitting on 4s though now.
Okay.
Because of your -1, so we do get a
hit.
And then it'll be strength 5 again. But so 3s to wound. Gets the wound.
Come on, baby.
No AP here. Fails.
Come
and
on.
A 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
show me
the
money.
power from pain comes in big to save.
Very good.
So that is now actually officially. Sorry about that. I got eager. I'm surprised he lived. You know, so I don't mind it. So with that in mind, we'll go into the morale phase. I did lose 2, so I don't have to break check yet because I got to lose 6 before, or 6 with flesh wounds before I take a break. And then
I lost 2.
No nerve checks anywhere because no flesh wounds.
Yeah.
You lost 2. And how many did you bring originally?
I brought 8.
8. So you have to lose 5 before you care. So and then you have no flesh wounds either. So that is it.
Okay.
For round 1, there scoring.
Blistering.
Yeah, coming off a blistering pace. We've played some 40K in the off time. Haven't played too much Kill Team in the off time. Played a few games here and there, but
it's coming back.
Yeah, and to have just the rounds just boom, boom, boom. That's really nice again.
Yeah.
So scoring, I hold 1 here, 1 here, and I will hold the middle because I've got the 2 guys there. So that's 3, 4, 5 points for the Genestealer Cults to start off with.
Yep.
And you'll hold 1
and 2.
And 2 there, so 2 points. So 5 to 2 here at the bottom of 1. We'll go into round 2. We'll both go up to 2 CP.
Yep.
And then we'll do our initiative rolls. Hup. We
7.
get a 7 and a 7, so we'll re-roll it.
Oh, yeah.
We get a 10
And an 8.
and an 8.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So then in that case, we'll take our Genestealer Cult moves, unless you want to do another decisive move.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, great. So we'll do our Genestealer Cult moves, and we'll come right back. All right. So we're midway through Genestealer Cult's movement phase, but we're just doing a charge here. We're starting off with the Zealot Specialist into this Mandrake. We got a little bit of Overwatch.
Here we go.
Coming in hot.
Oh!
Does get a hit. Oh, that's bad.
All right.
Wounds.
3.
Wounds. 6 up to save. No. Injury roll. Isn't out of
4.
action.
Wow.
Huge. So, of course, then we'll just do the anvil into the same.
Here it comes. No.
Okay. And then his charge range is,
Nice.
of course, in, so no problem there.
Okie dokie.
So that's the end of the Genestealer Cult movement phase. We'll let the Drukhari take their moves, and we'll come back for a quick recap. All right, so it is now officially the end of the movement phase for round 2 here. Genestealer Cults, just to go over it fully, we readied up our heavy stubber guy, the hero of the match so far, and then Eurokraus just fell back. Now that I don't have the flamer to help pressure this objective, I didn't want to go for it anymore. So playing safe with my leader. This was a bit of a gaffe for me. The anvil should have charged in first, being a 2 wound model, because then he would have still been alive, and then my zealot would have lived. And, so that was a bit of a tactical error on my part. Sorry about that, folks. But the anvil still made the charge in. So we'll see if he can handle 2 mandrakes at a time. We readied up both of these guys just in case you exposed yourself.
Yep.
We fell back our 1 surviving guy, and we moved up our other demo charge guy here just to get a nice little unobscured line of sight onto this Mandrake. For the Drukhari, right, you chose to stay stationary here.
Yeah, it was either fall back or stay stationary. It seemed like the better call to just kind of stay there for now.
Right.
I don't even think with a fallback I could have gotten out of range because it's only... How far is the fallback?
It's a 6. It's a fallback is your full movement.
It's a full move.
You could have gotten out of
Either
range,
way, I don't know if I could have gotten it in such a way where I could also control the objective.
Control the objective, yeah. And so if you survive there, it'll be a coup.
Yeah. And then charged in here with the combat specialist, so that'll be nice. This guy got charged, so he's hanging out in combat up there. Leaders shuffled around, try to get like a little sideways like trick shot over there. We did look at it, and I can get a line of sight, but it'll be -2 because long range and obscurement.
And then my auto gun guy now, just the 1 here has the line of sight over here. But again, it'll be hitting on a 6, and it's just a strength 3 shot. So,
right.
You know.
And then the veteran, or I'm sorry, the regular dude did an advance roll. And he got a 3, so he had an 11-inch move. He moved over kind of behind that terrain just to get some line of sight on them, because it is an assault weapon, so may as well. And then the veteran just did a regular move and tucked up behind next to his friend there. Try to get some shots.
Both of these guys now are within 9 inches of this.
Right. Yep.
So it'll be a -1 for the advance there, but no minus for the short range, so to speak. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. This pocket's a little under threat, but I could, like I said, if the anvil powers up here, and and I continue to control that for this round, that might be the game. We'll see.
Yeah.
So that's movement phase. Neither of us spent any command points during movement. No re-rolls or anything like that.
Yep.
So we'll just go into the shooting phase, starting off with readied models, unless you want to take a decisive shot.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So then we'll just start off here with the heavy stubber. He'll fire into your 1 that didn't advance.
Okay. So I'm going to use 1 CP for it's called Hunt from the Shadows.
Okay.
So I get +1 to saves if I'm obscured, so he gets a 4-up invul.
Okay, that's not too bad. So we are within short range, obviously.
Yep.
But you are obscured, and then you have your inbuilt -1, so 6 is to hit again. So no.
Okay.
All right, so that's him fired. Then we'll go over to our single readied auto gun firing across here to your leader.
The champion.
On a 6. Okay, I saw it flash up, and I was like, oh my God, is he about to do it? Yeah, so that's that. My other readied guy has no targets, so he's done. That's it for readied models. We go into non-readied models, which of course I have to start off
Yeah,
with the demolition charge. There's no reason not to.
And since he's being selected as a target, I'll burn my last CP for lightning fast, so he gets a -2.
Oh, brutal, brutal. So I will be hitting on 6s. So just double checking, we do have D6 shots here.
Yep.
Strength 8, AP -3, damage D3. So we'll see how it goes. D6 shots. 4 shots.
Not bad.
Hey, that's respectable.
That's respectable.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I was really afraid it was going to be a 1. And
well, I saw
like,
the flash of the 6 again. I was like, oh no.
All right, so 6s to hit here.
Yep, this is the big one. Oh no!
No hits. Ouch.
Lightning fast coming in clutch.
Ouch.
There.
Yeah,
because
lightning fast there saved you 2 hits.
Yep.
So that's him. That's him popped there. So he doesn't have any more demolition charges. He still has a pistol.
Yep.
And he still has blasting charges, so he can still be effective. But you know. All right, and then we actually drop over down to the Drukhari.
Yep. So this guy's going to respond back and shoot you.
Okay.
So 2 shots hitting on 3s. 1 hit.
Okay.
And then wound roll.
Oop.
3.
That's going to be a wound.
Sorry.
Do we save? No, we don't. Injury roll. That is going to be, because I am next to the terrain here, that's going to be just a flesh wound.
Just flesh wound, okay.
So that's pretty nice there. I'll grab one of these. And we'll drop that next to him. So we go back over to the Genestealer Cults. So the only thing we have left here is Yorl here, and I believe
the myth, the legend.
It's really just whether or not am I within 6 to throw a blasting charge.
Looks like
just out. Okay, so then it'll just be his bolt pistol.
Nice.
And we'll fire it into this one
the guy that
here.
doesn't have the 4-up involved.
Yeah. So a 6.
Oh,
no. Okay. And that's it. That's it for my shots.
Yep.
So,
and then I'll go to the leader over there. So he's going to do his crazy
gonna take a
trick
pot
shot
over this way. Yep.
So he'll be hitting on 5s. Sorry for rolling out. No.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So that's him, and then I think you have your firing in this little.
Yeah. You're right. So we'll go with this guy first into the Stubborn Man.
Okay.
So we will go. Actually, we'll go into Jarl.
Oh no! We'll go into Jarl Kraus.
So hitting on. Would he be obscured from standing next to that? Is that how that works again?
Yeah, if he's not, he'll be obscured by this.
By that thing. Okay.
So.
Okay, but no long range penalty, so force. Does get 1 hit. And then 3s. That's a wound.
Okay.
-1.
Oh.
All right, come on.
That is going to be...
wound, right?
No, that one's actually going to be out of action because I don't think I'm within an inch of the piece of terrain obscuring me.
Oh,
so he is out of action.
Oh,
Jarl. Jarl Kraus, why?
Why? Oh, man. Okay.
All right, then you got your other guy here?
Yeah, other guy into him. So same thing with the obscurement standing next to that. So force, 1 hit, and then a wound roll. Does wound.
Oh, no! Oh, no! I hope this is a flesh wound. No, it's an out of action. That's a huge point swing, actually, there.
Yeah, that's big.
That might be game now. We'll see. We're going to keep playing it out and see how it goes. But that does bring us to the end of the shooting phase. We do go to the fight phase here.
Yeah.
And
Anvil.
The Anvil.
What you got, Anvil?
I'm kind of tempted to do the frenzied hammering now, just to like, because I have the 2 CP.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what else am I doing with it at this point?
Sure.
Because I'll only be hitting on 6s at that point, which really sucks. But so I've got 3 base.
You get D3 extra. That's what it gives you.
Yeah, I get 3 base, and I would get D3 extra. So either I can do.
Well, you'll definitely get an even number. You'll get up to 4 at the bare minimum roll. So at least you can do 2 and 2. And then if you get others, it's just gravy on
and
top.
So then the only question is, would I rather do that, or would I rather just swing with the Rending Claw?
Yeah.
Which will be strength 6, and then I'll be hitting on 4s. So with 3 attacks, hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s.
Yeah.
Or 3 plus D3 attacks, but hitting on 6s and wounding on 2s.
Right.
So I think it's best if I don't do. Unfortunately, if I don't do the thing. So what I'll do is I'll put 2 attacks into the guy who charged, and 1 attack into the spare guy.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do our 2 attacks here, hitting on 4s.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, man.
That's rough. That is rough.
And then our other, we do hit, and we do wound.
Okay.
And it is an invuln.
Yep. No.
Which he fails. It's 1 damage, so power from pain. Because it's just his claw.
Nope.
Okay, and injury roll. Can we at least take 1 out?
Oh.
No, it's just a flesh wound. Ouch. Okay. Maybe I'll, since I have the CP, I'll just re-roll the injury roll.
Yeah.
No, okay, still just a flesh wound.
Okay. All right. So we'll swing with our charger first.
Yep.
He's the combat specialist, so hitting on 3s with 4 attacks. All right.
Okay.
And then strength 4.
Tough 5 here.
Tough 5, so 5's to
Or
wound.
no, I'm sorry, tough 4. Sorry.
Okay, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
-1.
We make 1, we fail 1, and then it's just damage 1, right?
Yeah, just damage 1.
So he's a 2 wound model, so he'll just take a wound there.
Okay. And then the other guy hitting on 4s because of the flesh wound.
Because of the flesh wound, yep.
2 wounds there.
2 hits.
Or yeah, 2 hits, and then same thing, 4s to wound.
1 wound.
-1.
And no, he fails a save.
Damage.
Injury.
3.
So
he takes
it's
a
now
flesh
wound.
Yep.
And then
All
I
right.
dropped that on 3 accidentally. All right. This
It's
is
a big
actually
wound
pretty
pocket in there.
Yeah, this is actually really bad for the Cult of the Fanged Shadow now, because we dropped down to morale. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do need to take a break check.
Uh-oh.
And of course we do break.
No!
So that's nerve checks across the board here.
No.
So what I'm gonna do is, because the thing is now you've only lost 2 and you've got the 3rd there, so you're not gonna have to do anything. Yeah, so I could spend 1 CP for Insane Bravery on someone just to auto pass the nerve check.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to think if it's worth it or not.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have to take nerve checks across the board. I think I'm gonna auto pass this guy.
Okay.
Just for the lulz, so I can throw my other demolition. Because I think at this point, realistically, I think I've lost the game now. But if I can just throw my demolition charge and have a good time, then I'll be happy with that.
Sure.
So we'll auto pass him.
Okay.
We'll take our nerve check with this guy.
Yeah.
A 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think he might pass. I think his leadership might be 7 because GSC is like a oddly high leadership. Let me just double check. Yeah, so a leadership 7 there passes. So then we'll go into the Anvil next.
Yeah.
Anvil rolls a 2 as well, and I think he's leadership 7. Sorry, I don't often have to roll this that much because they're usually dead. Yeah, leadership 7, so he passes as well. So we've got 2 passes so far, and then we just have our
Those
2 guys right here. So we'll do the one on the outside. He passes, and we do the other guy. He is going to shake, so that's fine. And then we go to morale for you.
Yep.
You've lost 2 guys.
And I got
and you got 1 on a flesh wound, so no break checks required, but you do have to take a nerve check for this guy. What's his leadership?
A leadership, let me check. I think it is 7, actually.
Yeah, because you'll have a -2 for your out of action guys. And then, so you could.
Yeah, it's 7.
7. Okay, so let's see. You roll a 6 here. Please roll a 6.
No.
No, he auto passes. Because if you had shaken there, then we'd actually be contesting this, and that would have been really big.
Yeah.
Really big for the cults here. So that does bring us to scoring. Cults will score 1 point here for this and nothing else, and then you'll score the 5 now because you'll hold here, and hold here.
Yep.
Okay, big swing in the state of the game here on round 2. Let's go ahead. We'll go into round 3. You'll go up to
2
CP, and I'll go up. I only spent 1.
So go to 2 as well.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, I only spent 1, so I'll go to 2 as well, and then we'll just do our initiative before we quit filming. An 11 and an 11, a 7
3.
and a 3. So the cults take initiative again. So that's pretty nice actually, because that helps us out a good bit. So we'll take our moves and we'll come right back. All right, it is the end of the movement phase here for round 3. The Cults of the Fanged Shadow, not looking too bad scoring wise, but we're on the back foot board state wise. So Drukhari popped a decisive move and charged this guy.
Yep.
I did throw a blasting charge, but it was totally ineffective. So that's that. Our man here is shaken. So, maybe he can come back and be a total boss and hold the objective. We'll see. We did move our demo charge guy who still has a charge up here. He is holding the objective, or at least contesting it. Yeah. And he is just within 6 inches of this guy. The anvil fell back, and I advanced this guy up here, so we're actually contesting the objective here as well. The big thing, and then that's it for me. The big thing was a merciful play by Tim here to not fall this guy back, so we can at least try to get this demo charge off, but we'll have some fun. So these guys both stayed stationary. Yeah. moving up here to control this objective, which is the objectively right call. And then just positioning the leader further up to get within half range of here.
Yeah.
So nice, easy peasy movement phase.
That's skill team, baby.
That's it, man. We're blazing right through the game. So we do have, we've got 1 and 1 CP. I said 2 CP earlier, but that was incorrect. I only have 1 CP because I spent, in the last turn, I spent 1 for the reroll, the injury roll, and I spent 1 for the insane bravery, which paid off because now I can throw this. Speaking of throwing it, it is the shooting phase, and we're just going to go right into it. The only shooting I have is going to be the demo charge here into this gentleman here.
Okay. So he is obscured.
He is obscured.
And he's -1, so you're
and
hitting on
broken. Yeah, he's obscured. He's -1 and I'm broken. So it's -3 total. So I'm hitting on 6s. Okay. So, you know, I mean, you could lightning fast reflexes if you just want to throw away CP, but you know.
Well, I'll make it work for it and I'll at least do the hunt from the shadows thing so he goes to his forp involved.
Okay. Okay. So then you're out of CP.
We'll add some drama.
Add some drama. Okay. Number of shots.
No.
Oh, man.
Okay. He's got this. Here comes the 6.
He hits on a 6.
Yeah!
He wounds on a 2.
Yeah! Forp involved.
Forp involved.
A wide-eyed. What was that under? Oh, it's a 4 under the book.
Okay.
Well, either way.
All right. Well, we had some fun now. We had some fun with the demo charges. One day they're going to do something.
They will.
I mean, that's the thing. The thing that just is punishing about them is that they're a 1-use only.
Yeah.
If they removed the 1-use only, I think they'd actually be worthwhile. I don't take them because they're worthwhile. I take them because they're hilarious.
Yeah. Well, if you had rolled anything beyond 1 shot there, like you might at least had more of a chance.
Yeah. You know, one day though, they're gonna absolutely punk somebody.
Just
and
like
then it's
6 shots, all
6
hit,
shots,
all
hit,
wound, and then like all 6 damage.
Yeah, and it's gonna be something big like a Death Guard Terminator.
It's
or
like,
something.
all right, here's 36 injury rolls.
Yeah,
buddy.
so I mean, you know, we'll see one day. But I actually do think, just as a sort of general discussion about cults, is that if you just remove the one use, then they become a real contender, actually, to just be able to chuck out D6 grenade shots that are...
Or even a tactic where it's like, you know, you get 1 free use or something like that for 1 CP. That would be nice.
That'd be nice. So shooting phase, moving on, we've got a bunch of Bale Blasts coming through from the entire team, which is probably just going to wipe me off the board, and we'll see what happens, though. This is probably the end of the game.
All right. So let's not bury the lead here. We'll start with the leader shooting into that guy.
Him, yep.
So within half range we measured,
right.
but
Should be obscured
there,
though,
so 4s. No,
oh,
doesn't hit. Okay.
Interesting.
Lives to fight another day.
Okay.
We'll move over to the dude that was falling back from that's not wounded.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s. Okay. And then a wound.
Yep.
Does wound.
We don't save.
Injury roll. Just a 2, just a flesh wound.
Wow. All right.
We'll go to the flesh wounded guy next.
Yep.
He's going to shoot at the same dude.
Same guy?
Yep.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s because he's wounded.
Yes.
And then same thing, 3s. No. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
We'll move over to this pocket here.
Yep.
So what we'll do is I think we might try a shot. It's either going to be a long-range obscured or long-range not obscured or an obscured short range.
So it's like,
so it's like
6
5
1,
and 1.
half
Yeah, exactly. So what we'll, I think I was about to say 5 and 1, half dozen the other, and that's not how math works.
No.
So we'll do a, just to kind of be funny about it, we'll do a shot from here into. We'll go into this guy.
In him? Okay.
Yeah. So 4s. That's a double hit for the wound. That's 1 wound.
1 wound.
-1.
No.
Injury roll?
Yep.
A
That
3?
will be an out of action now because I do have a flesh wound, so he is gone.
Okay.
Whoop.
This guy, he's going to take, I think he's probably out of 9. No, he's within 9.
He's within 9, so he's going to take it at the
Shot
anvil.
at the anvil. Double miss.
Ooh,
Okay.
hot tech. Okay, so that's it for shooting. That's it for fighting because, oh no, sorry, you do have the charge here. Excuse me, I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. So we'll go in with him. He's a zealot, so he's got 4 attacks.
4 attacks now. Ouch. Ooh.
Hitting on 3s. Okay.
Okay.
And then strength doesn't really matter. He's 5
so
now.
wounding on
but
3s.
3s regardless. 1 wound.
Okay, 1 and a t-shirt save.
Oh, we did it!
Interesting.
Okay.
So I will get to fight back. He is an Acolyte fighter, so he does have 2 attacks. A -1. I think he's hitting on 6s here.
Probably he's
because
wounded, yeah.
-1 for being a flesh wound, -1 for your inbuilt -1, and then -1 for being
shaken.
broken.
Or, yeah,
so,
broken.
So yeah, I'm a -3. So 6s here, just 2 attacks on 6s. No. Okay. And that is that. So
Okay.
we go into morale.
Yes.
Nothing has changed for you. So do you just want to take your nerve check here?
Yeah.
Because you might shake there.
No.
Not on a 2. Okay, and then I have to take nerve checks across the board. I hung on to my 1 CP there just for funsies. So what I'm gonna do is, because you're still holding here?
Yeah, I should be.
So we're contesting.
Contesting, yeah.
So I could contest this. If I insane bravery him, then I contest this and keep you from a point.
Yeah.
Auto passing here changes nothing about this board state.
Yeah.
And actually, I take it back because I didn't take my pylons or consolidates here.
Oh, true. Yeah. So you could actually get him.
Yeah. So if I just brought him around to this side.
Yeah, you can get him within 2.
Then,
yeah. So you can.
So
you can get that one.
I'll auto pass this guy then.
Okay.
So then that way, and then I'll still have to roll for him, but I might actually steal that objective from you, which will be
then you could,
which will be nice.
Yeah.
So we'll remove shaken tokens, and then now we've got 6 are gone. So we'll start off with we'll start off with this guy because that's our big play here. So we auto pass there, and we'll start off with him. So morale for him is a 6, 12. So he's shaken. So it didn't really matter anyway.
At least contested.
Yeah, we'll go to this guy. He's shaken, and we'll go to him. He's
super shaken. Okay.
So my team is totally stun locked for round 4 there, which I think I'll actually just call it there because, because now you're fine. So at the end for scoring, you'll score 3 points,
3,
4, 5, 6 points, putting you in the lead firmly. And then the next turn, my guys literally can't do anything, and so you clean them up. So that is it. That's the Genestealer Cults back to the Drukhari. We both brought some silly builds here. Like we were saying in the pregame, I was talking about how I should be conservative to try to
and then we're like, you know what? Let's just charge and have a big scrum in the middle.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of
it's that orc in you. It is.
It is.
You can take an orc out of the wall, but you can't take the wall out of the orc.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, the big thing that hurt right from the get-go was the just total failing of every single cult ambush
That was
roll.
big. Yeah, because if you could have everyone in a better position and kind of standing on objectives, or at least like putting more pressure on me.
Yeah, because like for example, if the flamer had gotten the cult ambush and then it moved here with the cult ambush and then it advanced forward, and put pressure on this pocket to start off with, if like the other guys could have came here to start off with and then like made a same thing, and like and then my guns could have been, instead of moving, they could have readied instead. I mean, it would have been big. The full team of mandrakes though,
it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah, I think there's some play to that.
Definitely.
I'd like to maybe take obviously a better team. I mean, Genestealer Cults, unfortunately, both in full 40K and in this, are just kind of pants.
Kind of.
They're just too expensive for what they do. And especially like because your cheap guys. I mean, these guys I feel like are appropriately priced.
Yeah.
But they just won't do anything.
Sure.
And then it's weird restrictions like Acolyte fighters. They have all the cool weapons, but then you can only take 4 for the entire kill team.
Yeah,
so it's like, man, that really sucks.
Yeah.
Aberrants I feel like are good, but they're hampered by only having a 5-up save. They're T4.
Yeah.
They got the 5-up save. They got the -1 to damage.
Yeah.
But they're just hampered by that. But they're a fun team regardless. They're just a good time to play.
Yeah.
But I'd like to take a shot at this Mandrake team with something a little bit better.
Yeah.
A little tougher probably.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even just the strength 4 -1 is like enough for this team to.
Yeah,
like,
it's nice. Yeah, and the
it
mortal
out.
wounds thing didn't even, I don't think, went off this game.
Yeah, it didn't
but
pop off,
that can be cool if you're shooting at like a 2-wound target and you get a mortal
Yes,
wound, and then you chip
right,
off the final one
right.
with a regular wound.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. I think one big thing we didn't really touch on in the beginning is just the fact that they have an 8-inch move, which is big in kill team. And,
Yeah.
an
For
8-inch
such a
move
small board.
With an 8-inch move with an 18-inch assault weapon is actually like a really big threat range. It's almost the whole board in some situations. So I think that's pretty good for them. And then they don't benefit from the obsessions. They don't get a lot of the
like
stratagem
cool
access
stuff,
and stuff.
But they do get that power from pain table.
They get power from pain, and if you can imagine, if you want to compare them to a witch cult, they got a better shooting weapon. They have better save, arguably, with the 5-up invul, and then the whole team has a -1 to hit before you even add on long range or obscurement or anything like that. So that's like really big for them.
Yeah, they're just solid. They're just like, that's the thing about them. They're not gonna like amaze you with bombastic plays, but they're just gonna be so consistent from the looks of it. So I definitely like to take these guys on with
like Thousand Suns or something. I think would be a cool matchup for them.
Maybe that's what we'll do next. We'll do Thousand Suns into these guys and see how we do, because the psychic phase will kind of bypass some of your stuff there, and then the -2 on the bolters won't matter too much, but just the consistent strength 4 shots will. Yeah. And then I can bring a couple flamers.
I have another hodgepodge list that it's kind of like a Highlander, so it takes like a Night Fiend for leader, but then it's got like a Clayvex, a Grotesque, a Cabalite Gunner, a Witch Fighter, a Rack Fighter. Cool. So it's got like almost just one of each kind of thing. Like a true Drukhari kind of monster mash sort of thing. So I'll have to bring that one out next time and see how it fares.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, Tim, thanks for coming in. Awkward
left handshake. There you go, man.
There you go. Cool. And guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's all the ways to support us, which you already know. And we will see you on the next one.
Alrighty.